Intro's sick. Alright, we are playing 2064 read-only memories. I know nothing about this game. I think I saw like half of a trailer before deciding to play it. What up, Joe? Oh, the Pikachu costume? Alright. You vibe up to this music while I change. Let's go.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less
One of your
human
faves?
every day.
Nice.
However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them.
I don't know what's happening with that intro. I want to re-listen to this and then listen to that little intro thing. Immediately when I started up this game, it's like, holy shit, the music. I'll take my time with this one. Aren't you supposed to be streaming right now? My mid-boss, 2017. This game's a little bit older. Seems to be using point-and-click controls. Mid-boss. We'll be lurking.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body.
Okay.
Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology.
Brain-to-machine technology.
Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what we're already doing.
Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines.
Read-only memories.
Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human.
Yeah.
High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
Is that supposed to be me? All right. All right. How do I play this? So sick. Okay, check out options. Yeah, let's have the voiceover. Alright, let's do it. Mid-boss presents. Oh, this is the same thing again?
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives.
Damn it, I just listened to this.
Groundbreaking technology.
I don't know if I skip it, I skip extra stuff, so I've got to listen to it again.
Genetic modification
It was cool.
allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them.
Yeah, just such is the world.
They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines.
Those are ROMs, Relationship Organizational Managers.
Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
Let's go. Oh, read-only memories is ROM. Got it. Another acronym for ROM. Prologue. 12/20/2064. So it's almost out of 2064. Home sweet home. Point and click, huh? Okay, maybe not so sweet. Lusty might be a better descriptor. Okay, so it's a point and click. Your ID. Can I check it out? So a plastic ID with your name, picture, and stats. And I can't, like, it just says that. No zooming in on it. The great equalizer. The one thing that poor and rich alike need to chug through the day, you assume. Drink. Use an item. Talk to coffee. Drink coffee. Take a sip of the old stale coffee. The letters F and K seem clear as day. It's also really gross. Fuck. Okay. This propping the window open. Copy of Wickfield. Sometimes old books are the best, especially to keep your window propped open. Yeah. That's pretty bad, chap. Isn't it supposed to be one of the easier plants to take care of? What up, Omega? Yo, yo, yo. Alright, I think I need to move my face up here to be the most out of the way thing. There's nothing up behind my face. Alright, so I already like this main character. Talking about drinking coffee, killing plants. I can't keep a plant alive for the life of me. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Look at the stack of papers. Unpublished novel. Okay, this is where I'm not the main character anymore. Writing, creative works. Hey. Admire VMO poster. Your friend Hayden gave this to you. The group is old, but the music is timeless. That's what he said, at least. Touch. Careful. That's a load-bearing poster. Ultra Beats headphones. Pick up. You have to do a product review on it. They're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with something's lying in your apartment. Sheet paper. Single piece of loose, unsorted paper lies on the ground. I'm gonna do a little maintenance here. Oh my gosh, I look like a mess. Alright, let's do this. Pick the plant up. Careful. Poor thing is more fragile than a snowflake. Well, if I grab this book, it's gonna break this. You don't know exactly what that ooze is, only that it seems to be growing day by day. What? Why? Is this me losing my life skills? Well, at least you feel safe behind this newly installed security door. It's late, nothing is really open right now, so I'm just chilling here. You're home within your home. Nothing like curling under these blankets and escaping for a while. Better submit your article before you turn in. You want a place to sleep for long. Good old Lappy. May not be the most powerful or fastest or have the best screen, but well, it works. Lappy's a bit of a relic. Okay, we got internet, something, YouTube, and mail. Better finish it before bed. Inbox. A hell so terrifying, so specific, so personal that no other living thing should dare enter. Luckily, I'm the only person with the password. There's spam and scam email. Get cheap crash. Only 99 creds for 30 days. Supplies 212 stims. Hello there. I'm Princess Emma Thomas. Yes, the Princess Emma. Heir to the digital empire of the Horse Fortune. I wrote to you today, so I need your help to secure my great fortune. You see, it's become frozen. I need to transfer it to at least 5 different accounts, or the World Bank will seize my credits. Amount of 421.94 credits. Please, you could send your personal credit ID marker to me immediately, so I could send you 20% of the fortune. Only require that you send half back upon receipt of your funds. You may keep the rest of the money. The best part? There's literally nothing that could go wrong. So grab yourself some Vegemite and welcome to the Queendom. What is this email? Yeah, we could be rich. Even in the future, their scammers are just as ridiculous. Your account is past due the amount of 1396.4 credits. Failure to restore your account may result in termination of service. Oh, Jesus. The age-old choice between food and electricity. I've luckily never had to make that choice. Hey there. I'm the lead editor of What WTF Sounds, formerly OMG Zounds. We're a new up-and-coming audio review feed looking for hot talent who need a platform for their work. We'd love to feature any product reviews you'd like to do for us. We'll be able to give you some great exposure, and if we like your stuff, could possibly throw you some cred for your way. Don't they know people die of exposure? Yeah. People getting paid in exposure in the arts. It's a tough way to live. Oh god, rent too. According to email, your rent is nearly due. Better get that article submitted soon. Coupon for 5 credits back on Hassie Infinity. Hassie Infinity has all your daily calories with none of the nutritional value, like the opposite of a diet version. Invite to come see the light ceremony of the Christmas tree downtown. Your friends at Dr. Tricia Le DDS. Isn't that like coming up? We're at the end of the year. Roger destined to invite you to a lighting ceremony. Feels like a trap. Probably a trap. Weekly update for Vintage Tech, your #1 source for classic technology. Popular pieces this week: The King of Click, a retrospective of a classic Model N keyboard. No. I guess. Quest denied. Subscription cannot be modified. There's nothing like in here. Oh, this is my journal? Isn't the fanciest program, but it's the only word editor that still gets updates for a machine as old as yours. Top of the line budget headwear. Top of the line budget. Yeah. So I'm guessing you're supposed to listen. OMG sounds. Sounds like a hero of might of magic. That's news to me, man. Sorry if your message has been there for a while. Different setup with this game. But I'm assuming I need to use the headphones before I give my review on them, right? Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, now let's write a review. You should test them around your apartment first. Okay. You just a poster and be able to play playing in your ears. That's pretty cool. Item with the ooze. You hear the sink gurgling in high def. Okay, that should be enough testing of the headphone review. Count really remains intact right away. I tested it on 2 things. It remains intact. All blank. There's nothing to read or hear. Page is blank. All of it useless. No, don't listen. It's not a good vibe. So you scan the book with your finger and the audio file begins to play. Good voice acting. Hey now, you're getting paid to write this review. Don't expect you to be this morally grounded. Headphones detect that you're laying down and begin to play some soothing ocean sound effects. Calm down. You're not going to get audited on your time. Headphones use quota. This is funny. Alright. Now let's write a review. Smart headphones. It sounds like those would be hard to use. Because if I just like walk around with these headphones and I touch things and it changes what the sound is, sounds like debilitating. Like I can't even do anything. I just have to sit here just listening to music. Alright, time to get out of your way. Or listening to whatever. Selling your soul, bit by bit. Character by character. Finished. Now to send it off to the editor. There. Your big break. Surely your glowing review of GX Ultra Beats is your ticket out of your poverty into a book deal. Surely. Work is finally out of the way. Time for bed. Or you could read some OK Today and catch up on some news before you sleep. Classic procrastination. OK Today. OK Today is Neo SF's most beloved morning show, all about the news and entertainment. People of Neo, Oklahoma are still confused by the name. This is the show's online newspaper called The Scanline. OK Today is usually all about feel-good news, but it does focus on serious current events at times as well. Okay. Alright, let's just look at them all. Examine the headline of the current events article. Just read it. Human Revolution remains vigilant in #StayHuman protests in Upper Market. December 19th, the Human Revolution is on day 10 of their protesting outside of various Genus clinics around the city, including those of the East Bay and down the peninsula. Genus, the gene splicing treatment facility, has been met with much controversy since the organization reached mainstream exposure over the past few years. Genus employee Mort Crane spoke about to OK Today exclusively. According to him, most Genus workers are up in arms, claiming they're being terrorized in their own city. We're here to help people who need gene therapy for their own personal reasons, whatever they are, said Crane. Individual rights have always been of paramount importance to us, he continued, and we believe that our customers have the right to live as they please or require. The Human Revolution stands behind their claim that Genus is diluting the human experience by providing hybrids with gene splicing treatments. The group feels that the goals stated by Genus, in addition to the newly cybernetic technologies, are warping humanity into a very scary, dark future. They're playing God in the most senseless of ways. We are born human. Why are we to mess with our genes and start turning everyone into who knows what? Said one protester, who asked to remain anonymous. It's ridiculous and scary. It's not human. More information to follow as this story develops late into the holiday 2064 season. June, Valmer, Anna. OK Today. So this is kind of what I want, right? If I could, I mean, my guy wants a book deal, but I mean, writing for OK Today would be a nice gig. Right, Charlie Nova.
Hey, it's Charlie Nova, host of Star of the Stratosphere, and tonight in the stars, join Ryan B. Josio and the Hassy Boys for our 10th annual TMI New Year's Eve special, where I'll interview some of the hottest celebrities and find out what their plans are for 2065. Tune in or join us live at Union Square for the big show, starting at 10 p.m.
So the title of the game is 2064, and we're a week away from the new year. So I'm feeling that the entire game is going to be just over the next week. And it'll end on New Year's Eve, New Year's. Headline for the sports article. The Neo San Francisco 49ers, #Quest for 10, is back on. December 19th. Sunday's big game at New Candlestick brings an important question to everyone's mind. Can the 49ers punch their ticket into the playoffs and bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Neo San Francisco? It would mark the first win since the move to New Candlestick after an almost 50-year hiatus from the city. Since returning, they've had disappointing losses to the New York Giants and Mexico City Luchadores. They've brought on a fresh coach, but controversy surrounds their new quarterback, Patricia Lopez, as some vocal sports fans continue to accuse her of having illegal cybernetic enhancements. Certain modifications of implants are banned by the league, but their official reports state their repeated investigations into Lopez found no evidence to substantiate these rumors. It's relevant to point out that Lopez is the first woman to ever be quarterback in a major football team. The 49ers look to reclaim their top spot since their last win, with Super Bowl 79 victory over... Wait, no, it can't be 79. Oh yeah, 79 victory over Tokyo Titans. Sunday's game is a rubber match, and the winner secures spot in the playoffs between the Neo San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. It'll be a close game to say the at least. Catch Sunday's result here first. For all things and everything, I'm June Valmer Anna. Okay, today. So her again. And I wonder why it became Neo San Francisco as opposed to San Francisco, because other cities are remaining the same, but for whatever reason, this city changed its identity. It might have something to do with this whole company. Has to do with, genetic modifications and change. All right, last one, local news article. Golden Gate Park vandalism on the rise. December 19th, reports show that the local foodie booth JJ's Froyo stand was destroyed last night in what appears to be another case of rogue Rom committing an act of vandalism. The car was evidently attacked and damaged by a large Rom that had no shell. Witnesses state that the alleged perpetrator has been randomly appearing at night before lumbering back into the nearby trees on the western side of the park. This is the first case of a Rom reported to live on its own in the wild as a stray. Police say that tracking down a potential owner of the Rom is likely impossible. Some speculate that the strange Rom may have been framed by vandals who sent their crime deliberately to make it appear to be carried out by the Rom, rogue or under orders. OK Today reached out to Parallax with comment, and they assured us that the rogue Rom is purely a myth that tends to pop up conveniently when low-revenue business has an urge to file an insurance claim. Parallax did not appreciate the reports of vandalism being attributed to their models. Is this wild Rom the real deal, or could it be a fairy tale credited by these looking to make a quick buck? Or perhaps there's something else to be gained? More as this story progresses. Mel Hopkins. OK Today. So that's a different author. Well read. So you can probably want to watch a stream of an old suburban sitcom. This is Ellipse Live, the premier online video network. This app is like a mesh of all active systems. Alright, I think we're good here. Talk to the bed. This bed only chats back when you're sleep talking. It's not the most well-designed function. Yeah, we're going to sleep. Not the rogue Rom. This is me like phasing in and out of consciousness.
Ah, good. You're finally awake.
So,
I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient. Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
what the hecky?
algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious. It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code. It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the SecuGate M/14723-B.
I like this cute little robot's voice. I knew my landlord was full of it when he said it was the best.
Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you.
Oh god.
I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter.
The birthday of my first dog? That's adorable.
Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken. And that you left it open.
This is more like information, but this is like information on my past, so I want to know that.
I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly.
I like this music.
I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth the convenience. The 1355 also has 300 5-star reviews on Congo.
Oh. Well, thank you. That's good advice. Window's lock's broken?
Yes, I attempted to repair it, but it uses a proprietary bolt head I am not equipped to remove.
Oh, there's things that you can't do.
Filing a maintenance request with your building superintendent. Considering the speed at which he has historically worked, I estimate it will take him 16 working days to complete the repair. Not quite to my standards.
Hold on, what are you doing in my apartment?
Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC.
What the heck is BISAC?
Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my micro-actuators.
What
So
about
I
the
took
ooze in
liberty
the...
of cleaning the place up a bit.
What about the ooze in my sink? You take care of that?
As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer.
Oh, that'd be
But
awesome.
I've run into a bit of a snag.
What snag?
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware. An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well. I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with?
What up, Alice? How you doing? All my work was on there.
Don't fret! I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash. Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs.
Okay, that's fair.
It is the least I can do.
Fair enough, little robot dude. That's nice, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
I'm sorry.
Has-Been Hotel? Nice. I haven't seen any of that. I mean, I'm so far behind on my shows. I mean, I just finished the Fall of the House of Usher, which came out like half a year ago, probably more. So,
I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous. I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now.
but this thing's a robot, so it's just acting like a consciousness. Hayden? You know Hayden Weber?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
I haven't seen Hayden over a year. Where is he?
I don't really know. That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here.
Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
That's why you're here, huh? Slow down. Just start from the beginning.
The beginning. Okay. Yes, I can do
Oh.
that.
Don't take it too literally.
Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape.
You couldn't breathe. You had to pause the show to compose yourself. Nice.
I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Why would they want Hayden?
He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me.
Who are you anyway? And what do you have to do with it?
Ah, excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing.
Turing.
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him,
Yep.
either to stop his research or to take it and use it for themselves.
Yeah, those are reasonable conclusions. Tell me more.
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic.
Self-deterministic.
As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me.
Oh.
But despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance.
Like an adolescent, okay.
Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
How would you know? One way or the other?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
The We're getting a little too philosophical here.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Why am I your best hope?
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
I've never looked for a missing person, but I could try.
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
Hey now. Hey. We'll see about that.
Don't worry, if Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable. If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Was anyone out for Hayden?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so we don't know if it's personal, if it's business related, or if it's just like they're against the research.
Indeed, time is of the essence.
Guess we should get started.
I took the liberty of charging the AutoCab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Why not go to the police? They might be able to help.
No, we can't. One of the last things Hayden told me was to avoid the authorities. We must be cautious about who we inform of this.
What, can the police be bought in this future?
My calculations show that the possibilities of a leak are dangerously high. Corruption, despite being a challenge to public trust as well as cohesion of departmental policies, is still a possibility to consider. If it becomes public that Hayden has been kidnapped, his life may be put in further danger. His chances of escape would surely decrease. We must keep this to ourselves for now, please.
If you say so. Alright, lead the way. It's not like I have anything else going for me. 12/21, 2064.
That's strange.
Hayden's apartment.
Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Perhaps a maintenance robot took care of it?
It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully. Oh, a lucky break! It seems my access codes still work.
Okay, so
Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
I'm sure it does. You made your point about the door. Let's just head in. I like the language this game uses. like just by reading it, you can kind of tell like the tone in which it's supposed to be said, and there's like personality to like your dialogue choices, which I really like. Doesn't look like there was much of a struggle.
I'm not surprised.
I don't like how the second response kind of doubted Turing. Because I'm kind of just believing him, but maybe I shouldn't just believe Turing.
Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
Aren't you programmed against harming humans?
Of course not. How silly.
I mean, he's programmed, like he's an experiment, so he could be programmed however Hayden programmed him, right?
To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify.
Yeah.
Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Holy shit, you're that strong, huh? Please don't.
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people.
You don't know
The
me.
social contract,
As you
a
kinda
useful
do.
construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Glad we're clear on that one, but it is scary that you are capable of it.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But
Okay, Kat, you're stepping on the keyboard. Please stop. Get off your keyboard. I don't know what you're gonna do. What's done is done. We need to focus on finding him.
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Okay, you just clawed my hand. I can't see. Okay. A ROM component of Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. Luna just wants to talk to the boy. Okay, can I pick it up? God, I gotta play on the tiny screen. Busted. He must have dropped it in the skirmish. Broken. So this is a broken tech. Look, an old high-density memory card. Something in this ROM might be able to read it. It's gonna be like 256 terabytes because it's the future. Memory card added to items. Okay, I can't like focus right now. Look at the window.
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from.
Luna, you are
It is
the
a considerable distance to the ground below.
considerable distance. Luna, you are the most clumsy cat. You're just knocking things over. How'd you get down?
I took the fire escape.
Of course you did. Okay. This plan is doing much better than the one at my home. Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world. Working at a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well off. The sentiment is understood, but you probably won't forget what Hayden looks like anytime soon.
Oh, I think I I see something under those reference books. Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him.
It's fair enough.
The memory card slot is empty. It seems to be a match for the memory card you discovered.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check other things first.
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Do you know how to get in? There might be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't.
But you can get into mine.
And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
Why not? You hacked my door easily enough.
Your door used a much simpler set of algorithms with a much weaker processor. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Really? What does talent have to do with it?
The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability.
Are you incapable of that kind of creative leap?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do
That's funny.
seem to have some skill with painting, though.
Yeah.
Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be good at.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Let's get back to searching. Television is looping some of Hayden's feeds. Tech Banter. Ted's Code Tips. Augmented Eye. Excuse me. There are no buttons on screen. There's no need to watch TV right now. A few vintage video game consoles. Hayden's always a fan of old tech. I don't recognize any of what these could be. This just looks like a taco at the end. The Mega 16, Dural, and a Familink. Alright, I think I've looked at everything. Put the thing in the doohickey. Achievement get. Oh, I guess I could move this. Uh-oh. My desktop. That's personal. No one look. Okay, you can look now. Oh wait, I don't like it there. No looking. Okay, you can look again.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections. information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
Yeah, but you see the reason he doesn't do that, he doesn't want to burden you with that. Because you would lose your own independence and kind of the purpose of building you. Tablet's calendar says he's supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask.
Guess I'll move this to the bottom. Clashing with less things at the bottom.
Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map.
Stardust add to city map.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
City map?
Excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of
I
new
love this
ways to
face.
assist you.
This face right here is cute.
For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions. This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Oh, I'm glad you're excited. Don't you know literally everything about me already? You know my first dog's birthday. Don't tell him your SSN? Why not? No one else knows it, so I mean, they can't hack using it.
This is just how
Genius.
things are done.
So I use my SSN as all of my passwords.
I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program. So, here we go.
Look at this guy using consent. What a bro.
Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship
Consent
and
baller.
organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system. I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech? Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name. Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech? Thank you. I have input your pronouns.
A little ahead of its time for 7 years
Finally,
ago.
could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
Oh, the worst, most unhealthy things. Omnivorous? Is that just regular?
Diet
Sure.
set as omnivorous. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you for
Whatever that
confirming.
means. Yes, I eat everything.
I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available. Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again.
Yeah, my diet is anything and everything.
In review,
Except for sweet potatoes, because those are gross.
Does that sound right?
Correct.
Thank you. See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better.
How cute.
It will be an efficient use of our time together. Thank you for escorting me here. Let's head back to your home.
I like the sound effects little Turing makes. This game does not autosave. We've been playing for an hour. Oh my gosh, that was just the prologue. And I go slowly through these games. If you haven't noticed, I like click on everything.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well. Have you been overwatering it?
I overwater plants. I underwater plants. Ugh, I could kill a plastic plant. Moa.
This jade plant you have on the windowsill here. It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
It's named Wilty. I got it from a friend a couple months ago.
How thoughtful of them. The Crassula ovata, also known as the jade plant, money tree, lucky tree, or friendship tree, is an excellent and easy to care for houseplant.
Money trees.
They make beautiful bonsai, are suitable for beginners, and have some cultural significance both in the Far East and America as a token for good financial luck. Most likely an urban legend, but still a nice gift.
It was a nice gift. So what do you want me to do with the
I'd like
plant?
your authorization to have a few tools shipped here. If I replant it into a more suitable pot with sandier soil, it should be thriving again soon.
Oh, that'd be a
You
fantastic
just have to
idea.
remember to water it less frequently. Considering the state of your apartment, I'd have figured you'd neglect it rather than drown it. Ironic, since it would be doing better if you had.
Thanks. Sure, Turing. Whatever you want.
Excellent.
We're bonding.
I should be here soon. I ordered from a place close by to keep the shipping costs down. Oh, one other thing. When I was doing the research on how to best take care of the Crassula ovata, I stumbled upon the persistent belief that talking to plants improves their health.
No.
There is scientific evidence that shows there may be something to the notion, but the methodology in the study was a bit shaky.
No,
So it
that's
could all
not
be
true.
rank superstition.
It is. Mildew. Time to give the landlord another
I
call.
have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office. And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through.
Or have a habit of not
I
reporting.
would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon.
Cool.
Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe? I will continue to formulate a stratagem. Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn. It'll really pull the whole room together. You know, once we get the sink fixed. Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat. We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
You asked the blob in the sink not to loiter, but it bubbles up at you.
Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct, it'll really pull. You know, once we get.
I can't. Okay. Talk to plant then. You're such a cute little plant, Wilty. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Boo 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 boo.
With more of that, we'll surely be on the way to lush greenery in no time.
This action will have consequences, probably. Saves. Save. The principals whine too much at the thought. Would Hemingway go full digital if he were in 2064? Probably. Oh, I haven't looked at the fridge yet. The video screen on the front says, mustard half full, spoiled milk, 11 days past expiration. The most tortured machine has been downgraded to paperweight status.
Ready to head out?
Yeah, let's head out. Well, so this is where we are. This is where we could go.
Well, this looks like the place, assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth. From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside.
Let's hit that
Dance,
club.
Answers.
$2062 Zis CR4 Coupe. Perfect for letting everyone know you spent a fortune of credits on a car. Looks like there's another one driving by. And a 2-year car? Damn. A sign for Stardust. What a fancy neon script. Plants are completely self-contained. Bacteria live in the base. They take in oxygen and release CO2 while keeping the soil rich from breaking down decaying material shed by the plant. Take a long look inside the club. It's busy enough to feel like the place to be, but not so busy that you can't move. It's open 24/7. Almost meticulously handcrafted until you notice it's the exact same thing on the front door.
I'm surprised they're using a human bouncer instead of a ROM. That's a nice, authentic touch.
Also, a ROM could be tricked. So having it do something like letting people in, less likely to have a catastrophic failure. Hug bouncer. Talk to bouncer.
Welcome to Stardust.
Hug. You try to hug the bouncer, but he pushes you back with a cold glare. Hopefully I can still go in.
Hold up there. Got ID? Alright, looks good to me. Welcome to Stardust.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before?
Nah, not my kind of zone.
It does seem to be a bit boisterous for your taste, at least from what I know of them. Still, the noise and the crowd should help keep our investigation clandestine. Anyway, where do you think we should start?
Check the bar.
Good idea. Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
Red Rose, an abstract indie flick premiering at the Castro Theater. Poster for the band Zazen, one of the more popular live acts here in the city. Scrap Brain, a new single by Zazen, sponsored by ArenaBox. Poster ad for the new art exhibit at New Drive in the Fillmore District. A flyer for Zone 3, a new arcade that opens on Christmas.
I've saved the location to my memory. Let's check it out after the investigation.
Really? Random shot of whiskey. Shot of whiskey. It's not yours. Well, look at this guy. Got shoulders for days. A gruff-looking man holds down the bar. He seems friendly enough, given his size. Touch, bartender.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
Do I get a drink first? I mean, this is what I would do.
What are you having?
There's so many. Fucking, I don't know. Sickly Sky. Clumsy Belarusian. Kuroil. Makalada. Corpeel. TMF. Bionic Feet. Fem. Dougie's and Cream 7 minutes. Sober. Chauffeur. Ingredients and ratios. Oh my gosh. Modest Coney, Sazerac, Sunshine Cloud, Drinking Game, Wolf Bite Shot, Wiener Juice, Scotch Drop and Roll, Power Play Gut Punch. They had fun writing these. Whiskey, Tastes Like Orange, Subtle Bitch. Beer, Natasha, Algerie, Rusted Lace, Green Tea, PT, Blue Boy, Harvest, Ratty Mister, Mo Sugar Rush. Is it going to be like he doesn't know how to make any of these? Blue Fairy, Sour Apple Teeny, Passy Spike. Alright. I'll get the Tokyo Tea.
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in that?
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
Malone liqueur with a mix of vodka, rum, tequila, gin, and triple sec. So they didn't want to have them voice act everything.
Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Ah, all right, you got it. Coming right up. Now, what is it you need to know?
Oh, I bet if I did the other thing, he wouldn't have answered my question. The way he responded right there, what is it you need to know? Like I already asked him to talk. I'm meeting a Tomcat. Do you know where they are?
I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to. I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet.
Speaking of Tomcat, hi Luna. Hi.
Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking.
Oh, thanks, bro. We're looking for Hayden Weber. Do you know him?
Hayden, scientist guy, does some kind of computer research at Parallax. Pretty sure I know who you're talking about, but I don't think he's around here tonight. Our place doesn't really seem like his scene, but I think he comes in to scout young programming talent. Go figure. I can ask around, find out if anyone's seen him. I'll let you know.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the drink.
Enjoy yourself, and don't be a stranger. What are you having?
Oh, dang it. I don't want any of this. Ah, damn it. I gotta choose something again. Ingredients and ratios.
So many drinks these days.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says,
2 parts white rum, 3 parts chilled ginseng tea, and 1 part lime juice. Tea and rum?
Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Ah, all right, you got it. Coming right up.
I should just pound a bunch of drinks and not investigate.
Now, what is...
Tell me more about yourself, so don't be a stranger.
I should introduce myself. The name's Majid.
Majid.
I've been the bartender of Stardust for a few years now, but I've owned it a little longer than that. So, what do you want to know?
He's the owner. Not to be rude, but don't places like this come and go in a flash? But they say Stardust is forever.
That's true, and it was true about Stardust. The first 6 months were great, but after that, the interest dried up and the kids moved on to the next big thing. But I guess I'm just stubborn and kept throwing good money after bad. Ha!
What an honest man.
After 2 years in a remodel, things started to pick back up again. Slowly dug ourselves out of the debt hole.
Nice.
We got some regulars around. They started bringing in enough new folks and it reached critical mass pretty quick.
Way to keep with it. What'd you do before Stardust?
Mostly got myself into trouble. When I immigrated from Pakistan, I didn't have a whole lot of employable skills. But I'm real big, which was enough to get hired for some real dirty stuff. Bodyguard work.
Damn.
Truth be told, I hated the work. I didn't want to be a hired fist my whole life. Wanted something regular, peaceful. I had enough cash saved up to buy this place, which was a hole at the time. The rest is history. I'm sure it sounds more exciting than it was. Well, it was nice meeting you, but I gotta get back to work. I'll keep an eye out for Tomcat and send them your way if I see them. Good luck.
Thank you.
Enjoy yourself. And don't be a stranger.
I wonder if a part of this game is, since I'm such like, my guy seems like a shut-in. Maybe like the point is getting to know people and that might help my quest. Like, I don't know if there's like optional stuff, but how do I just go? So, it's kind of what I was thinking when I was talking to him. Like he might help me later. They're into dancing right now. Hey, what's up? Having a good time? Red Dancer. Yeah, I was wondering if you knew anyone named Tomcat. Nah, sorry. Never heard of him. You should check the arcade. Woman stands at a drink table, quietly people watching. Not touch them.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm looking for someone named Tomcat. Do you know where they are?
Not at the moment. They're usually close enough to hear when their name gets dropped. So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to cutie cruising.
Cutie cruising.
And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt.
Got it. Good luck.
It may surprise you coming from a nasty hybrid, but I actually don't need luck. Even genotypicals flirt with me. Not like I want them to. And I don't know where
Jeez.
Tomcat is, so look for them elsewhere.
All right. Did you
Sorry,
augment a
did
cold
you say
shoulder onto
genotypical?
yourself?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me. Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to.
Understood. Let Tomcat know we're looking for to see them.
Yeah, alright, whatever. Just get moving.
Hi there. I heard you were looking for me.
Tomcat?
Yours truly, though. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly. I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh?
That why that woman was giving you such a hard time?
Nah, you're fine. Jess is just a mite prickly pear on the outside. She'd probably give hell to most strange folks she hasn't made a deal with. So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
A friend of ours, Hayden, has gone missing. We found a note saying he was going to meet you.
Hayden's missing. Well, it's one way to sour my night. I already saw you got as little wrong with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
You know about me?
I like this Tomcat person.
Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
Okay, so you're a programmer.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation.
Okay, and this person Hayden trusted to do that.
Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming.
Yeah, probably because for your own benefit.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
Because you knowing how you're created could interfere with your programmed self-actualization, right?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the LibsOS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Way out of my league. Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with?
What is Jess's from? Tell us about yourself.
Oh, sure. You may have even heard of me in the news way back when. About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers. Ooh,
Damn.
caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself.
Renegade.
People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal. Earned myself an enforced net blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige.
Net blackout for a few years? Yeah, get this person out. Why hack into Parallax?
Huh? To see if I could. I mean, Parallax is a mighty big target. Bigger than the government.
So is it kid genius or malicious criminal?
I don't know. I didn't really do it to steal anything, but I had to break an awful lot of eggs to crack my way in. I chalk it up to the exuberance of youth, and now I try to stay on the straight and narrow. Mostly. Sometimes. Oh, who am I kidding? Sometimes I treat this place like it's my own little bat cave.
I like this person. Okay, what's the deal with the accent from the South?
Probably North Carolina, dog.
North Carolina.
Sure, it's not the glitziest town in the world, but folks like the way the sun goes down.
I like that. Folks like the way the sun goes down.
Still, this ain't a bad town for a southern belle. Lots of clothes. I had to get a third walk-in closet.
Jeez. So how do you know Hayden?
Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips. It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy. I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books. He ain't the most straightforward kind of man.
Oh, I mean, he made this robot.
Mostly that little bot you got there. Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turing is all I knew about.
My computer runs on Lips OS. I didn't know ROMs did too.
Ooh, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is. It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits. And it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files.
Can you explain it like I'm a child?
That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range, and they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private.
Okay.
It's handy in dense population areas like NeoXF,
I can
since
see
it
that.
can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yuck.
Do you know why he may have gone missing?
I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, ooh, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence.
Declares independence. I guess. I mean, it could obsolete the current set of ROMs.
I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with him, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything.
Seriously though, what is Jess's problem?
Oh, don't you worry about Jess none. She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. She's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks. Cause, well...
Because people are assholes.
Whew, they are. Especially the hybrids, though I think it's more the way they look than the way they act.
So they're just
I'd
people.
leave her alone if I were you. She's sharp enough on her own, but she's got friends in low places. Well, she does owe me a favor, or 3, but I ain't sure I want to waste one on pulling your foot out of your own rear, you hear?
Fair. Okay, so how do we find Hayden?
Yeah, I'm not real sure, hon. But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself. Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished.
Yeah, and then someone like her could be able to get into the computer. Return couldn't.
Parallax is involved. There's probably something we're not seeing. Best to get all the clues we can find. The data cache would be the best place to start.
Alright, I'll come back when I have the data cache.
Good luck. Turin, you keep out of trouble.
Another cool character. These face tables have little touchscreens where you can order drinks at the bar and browse the mesh. They look really hyped. Hyped dancer. Alright, let's dance! Alright. Dancers on the floor. Oh crap, there's a ton of people back there. Party never stops at Stardust. Open 24 hours a day. That's freaking crazy. 24/7 bar? That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. This is the arcade, huh? This is the barrier between the arcade and the VIP section. Apparently, being isolated far away from the bar, dance floor, and video games make you important somehow. This punk doesn't look too into what they're playing. Hey, have you checked out Mega Tour? Heard that she was donated to Stardust recently, but I have having problems since it got here. Hey, something doesn't seem right once you get to the boss, you know? Can I use it? Scan your ID. I ran out of charge. No!
You died.
What?
Still, though, not a terrible showing. For a human without implants.
I kept over-clicking and losing my charge. One more try. missed. I stuck.
You died.
What? I just
Oh,
my
well,
went from
fair
like full
enough.
health to no health in an instant. This game fucking sucks. The game sucks. How do I leave? No, I didn't drink it? Oh, damn it. I thought I just drank it when I obtained it.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
That's my friend's place. Is everything okay?
I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations. If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen.
Not giving me any other option. Listen, I really need to get in there.
That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo SFPD personnel may enter. I am required by law to inform you that I am set at level 2 guard mode, and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate.
Damn.
I apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
We should go ahead and get moving. Oh, drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control. I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache?
Fire escape? I do have a contact inside Neo SFPD.
Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history.
Lexi. She's kind of new to this jurisdiction, but she'll talk to me.
Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister. I must have missed that link in your history somehow.
She's just rubbing your face on my mic?
You have a very poor net presence.
Yeah, I know. I know my net presence sucks.
It makes anticipating your needs more difficult.
Actually, I prefer it that way.
Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now.
clandestine.
Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance.
That would be Detective Rivers' turn.
Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers?
If you want to keep all your teeth, yeah. You don't have teeth.
I don't even have any teeth. I mean, done and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we?
Faux pas. Love that.
Now lead the way.
Alright. Detective Rivers. The Neo San Francisco Police Station with the Richmond District is all the charm of, well, any other old police department. Alright, this is interesting. So, yeah, we're going to use our connections to basically get around that security robot, get us in. Look at the dents. The station has seen better days. The wall seems fragile. Maybe someone punch or kick these dents in. There's a map showing police activity in Neo San Francisco. Is that good to have, a map that shows police data? Because people could use that. That has enough fingerprints as it is. I'm not going to go behind the desk. An ED-64 police unit attends the front desk. Touch it. Maybe touching the front desk attendant isn't a good idea.
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, citizen. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers. Tell her it's G-Funk.
Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way.
Cool.
You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care.
Alright.
She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Okay, this is gonna lead nowhere, but I'm gonna try anyways. My friend's apartment is being cordoned off. Can you tell me why?
I apologize, citizen, but I am not authorized to comment on ongoing investigations. I will pass your concerns on to the detective in charge. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Is there anything you could tell me that's newsworthy?
I am not authorized to comment on any ongoing investigations, but the protests outside Genus are a hot human interest topic. Perhaps you could look around there.
Interesting.
Feel free to note the assistance of the Neo San Francisco Police Department in your article.
PR. You want positive PR, huh?
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, thank you.
Have a good day, citizen.
You too. Golden Gate Park, near the Golden Gate Bridge. Assuming. Water ROM. This is a public park ROM. It roams its designated area to offer water and directions to tourists. It also takes donations.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water?
Sure, I'll take some water.
Sure thing. Please wait. Okay, here you go.
Thank you so much.
Water levels okay.
Raw recycling for a greener Earth Foundation.
Sure, I suppose.
Thank you so much.
He's taking a photo of his ROM.
Do you think I'd look nice in that hat?
Yes. Wear her to try. I'll take you shopping sometime.
I'd really love that. Maybe it would look better in orange or a green. Perhaps a mauve.
I don't even know what mauve is. Casually dressed fellow. Hey, can you take a picture of me and my adorably precious ROM? Thanks. That all you want? Thanks for taking the photo. Came out great, G-Funk. How do you know my name? I didn't tell you that. This isn't Parker, it's mine. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this whole wearing a hat and a breezy day thing.
Eucalyptus globulus, the Tasmanian blue gum.
You know a lot about plants, huh?
It's one of my favorite trees. The clean lines of the leaves and mottled patterns of the bark are interesting. Quite fun to paint, and it's a rather useful tree too.
Oh yeah?
The oil in its leaves can be used as a medical antiseptic or analgesic, boiled into tea, or used as flavoring in foods.
Very useful.
Even used as a fragrance for soaps. Many of the trees in this park are excellent specimens of the species. It's one of the only topics I've permanently committed to my personal memory.
Oh. It's interesting that how human they're trying to make this little robot. Like, its interest in art, trees, is like all these non-artificial subjects, you know? Personal memory.
Ah, yes. I don't actually store most information on my local memory. It's actually rather limited, and I have to be a bit choosy about what I keep.
Because usually they're in the mesh net, right?
So most of the information I utilize, I just pull off the mesh net when needed.
And the mesh net is only accessed. It's easier to access it when there's more technology around, but in the boonies, not so much. So that's why I want it personal.
It's like relearning things over and over again. I'm sure you would find it tedious, but I enjoy making sure my reference tables are up to date in my spare clock cycles. I mostly store things locally if they are of some critical importance to me, like information pertaining to personal memories or knowledge that would be helpful if I found myself disconnected from the net.
Yeah. And eucalyptus trees make the cut, huh?
Well,
What about koalas?
as I said, I keep things pertaining to my personal memory.
Yeah, koalas eat the eucalyptus.
It may seem insignificant, but without the information about Eucalyptus globulus, I'd lack critical details about my painting history and the local area, both of which I find important to my emotional development. Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to know what's important and what isn't, but I fear losing parts of myself.
Oh, you fear that, huh?
So,
So do
Eucalyptus
I.
globulus stays.
Oh, you're cute. Oh, I have to say that? Well, it's true.
Of course I'm cute. The basic ROM form factor is designed to place us firmly outside of the Uncanny Valley.
Firmly outside of Uncanny Valley.
I can't imagine adoption rates for the technology would have been very high otherwise.
They painted abstract art.
I do. However, I originally started by painting landscapes. My interest in the arts began through Bob Ross's work, and he focused on landscapes. It was wasn't until recently that I moved on to other forms of composition.
Bob Ross.
Yes, have you heard of him?
Yeah, I know Bob Ross. But for
During my
2064,
initial stages of mental growth, Hayden limited my media access to mostly only educational programs. I had almost a century of public access television to review, and I stumbled upon Mr. Ross's excellent show, The Joy of Painting. He used an easy-to-learn wet-on-wet oil painting technique,
Oh my
and
gosh.
I started to paint along with the episodes. I also find his philosophical views compelling. He often used anecdotal stories from his life to illustrate his opinions. I respect the man quite deeply. I've committed all 403 episodes of the series to my personal memory.
403 episodes. Thank you for the information, Turing.
Of course, enough about the happy little trees.
The happy little trees.
You'll have to excuse me for chattering on like that.
Oh,
We'll have
I
plenty of
encouraged
time
it.
to discuss things once we found Hayden.
Small snack in the middle of the park. The coffee there is actually great. Great yet expensive coffee when there's a park ROM. Giving out free water.
Originally built by the Herschel Spillman Company in 1914, this carousel is still one of the outstanding attractions near the children's playground. I don't think we have time to ride it, even though it looks fun.
Set personality modifier to Killjoy, Captain. Oh, there's more. Froyo. Broken, beat up Froyo stand. You read about it in the newspaper. That's the crime we're looking at? By the Rogue Rom, is the rumor. A very distraught owner of a very destroyed Froyo stand.
Can't you see I'm busy here?
This is Lexi? Holy shit. Look at her. That's Detective Lexi Rivers. You met her through your sister a while back. We haven't seen her in some time until today.
Hey there. Long time. Give me a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked Froyo stand. By the way, how's your sister doing?
Aww. Hey, but there might be a broken Froyo stand to you, but this is this guy's livelihood. Come on, take it seriously. She's fine. What's with the Froyo stand? Don't rush on my account. Just a man's life on the line.
I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy. Where's young nasty man?
Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no idea what smashing a Froyo stand has to do with it. I guess it's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and getting a thrill out of some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Yes, you should.
It's not like I have real cases I could be working on or actual criminals to be hunting down or anything.
Oh, look at this intense look. She's gonna be a help to us.
If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have transferred.
What's the problem with you?
Let's see. I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history. I have augments. Take your pick.
Augments is a reason too, huh?
I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends.
Yeah, that's why you're a detective.
So yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help you with whatever you got. It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap. Hold on one sec. Let me steal a break from this guy. So, fill me in. What's going on?
An old friend of mine, Hayden, has gone missing.
Oh shoot, that's no good.
Oh, she's compassionate too?
How long have they been gone? I'll have a hard time getting a focused effort on the case immediately unless there's evidence of foul play.
Unfortunately, Detective, things are precisely that serious. I am Hayden's personal ROM, and I was witness to the kidnapping. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. Just prior to the incident, he instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. I now believe he has been expecting trouble of this magnitude. We need your help if we're going to track him down.
Damn. Alright then, I'll do what I can to open up an investigation. I can't guarantee I'll be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I can sure keep tabs on things for you.
That's nice, but we need your help in a different kind of way.
Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure anything official goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Unfortunately, we share the sentiment. In fact, we know there is already some kind of currently ongoing investigation. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. That's why we came to you. We were hoping you would be empathetic to our cause.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh?
Oh.
I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside actually is dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking things seriously.
Okay.
They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash. Hopefully it's unrelated.
They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash.
I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out.
So the fact that there's only one bot, to her, is a sign. That's information in and of itself. Could you radio the guard ROM to let us in?
No way, not gonna happen.
Okay, so she takes her job seriously.
There's already an investigation. I'm not gonna let you just waltz in and tamper with evidence, cover up or not. At least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right.
So I have to challenge her. We can't wait a day. Hayden may not have that long.
Look, I'm taking this seriously, and so should you. If Hayden is in real danger, you bumbling after whoever took him is just gonna get you killed. I don't need that kind of crap on my conscience.
You know I can handle myself, Lexi. You've been there.
Sure you can. All the way up until you don't. Just let it go. I lost too much playing fast and loose with this kind of situation back home. I have to handle this.
We have a better shot at this if we work it from both ends.
No. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna do it that way.
Yeah, like these choices that they're making me have, they're not like different. Like I would kind of go along with her because I respect her judgment on
I
it.
know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now. With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Let me do my job. I don't want you to get hurt. Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe. I still care about you.
Oh, thank you. All right. I hear you, Lexi.
You better. I don't have a stick up my ass about regs, but I'm not gonna send an untrained civilian into this alone, much less a friend. Now let's split up for a bit. I still gotta finish up this Froyo thing. I'll call you about the case later, alright?
Fair enough. Thanks for your help.
Well, that didn't go how I'd hoped, but maybe it isn't a total loss.
No, it isn't. The protagonist is expecting a lot from Lexi. Maybe it's just because I kind of work with something that's a little more... There's some bureaucracy to it. There's a chain of command. You kind of need to follow the rules.
I have another idea on how to get us both inside the apartment.
Yeah? Good to hear. What is it?
I'll need to get my hands on Detective Rivers' police identification badge.
Oh, God.
I can just detect its outline in the fabric of her jacket pocket. I'll need to be considerably closer to pull its near-field data. We can't risk being too obvious.
Steal from cops? Turing is a
you can
frickin'
come up with
thug.
some way for me to scan it. I have faith in you.
This is a bad idea. I don't like this, but this is a video game. This is fine. One of the NSFPD's finest routes on the assignment to the park. A water pump. Sharon Art Studio.
This is the Sharon Art Studio, established in 1968. It is Neo SF's largest public art studio with classes and workshops for all ages.
Stop the water flow. No!
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water?
No, thank you.
All right. Please have a nice day.
I can't use my water on her. I can't, like, spill on her.
Hello, I'm Alfie. Oh, you already seem to have a full glass of cool, refreshing water. I'll just wait here for you to finish it.
Some people see the glass half empty, some see the glass half full. Alfie sees yours as completely full.
Yeah. Can't think to this round with those. Jump adjustment. I don't think headphones go well with my hat.
Wow, those headphones are pretty A1.
Sorry, no samples. The report's true. Was this really done by some rogue ROM?
Top drippings everywhere. The humanity of it.
I know who you are.
Probably not a good idea to push Lexi around. I don't know what... Drink your water.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83.
Yes, I'll take some water.
Sure thing. I'll refill that right away. Please wait. Oh, this is embarrassing. I seem to have run out of cool, refreshing water.
Oh no. Oh god, is he becoming stable?
Water levels. Not okay. Water levels. Not okay.
What have I done?
Water levels. Not okay. I'll be right back.
This is a bad
Perfect.
idea.
That's all I needed.
Well, we could give it back to her. Give her her ID.
Let me keep that under my...
Hey!
I thought we just needed to scan it real quick. Give it to her.
What the hell are you doing with my ID?
You dropped it.
Oh, excuse me, Detective Rivers. I noticed it fell out of your pocket after that wayward ROM crashed into you, and I wanted to make sure it didn't get lost in the shuffle.
Huh. Thanks. What hit me? You said it was a ROM?
Yes, it seemed to be following faulty programming of some kind. Perhaps it was the same one that damaged this vendor's cart? It headed off in that direction.
Oh, interesting.
Guess I should check it out. Not like I have any other leads on this jackpot of a case. Hey you, Froyo guy? Tag along with me in case I need you to identify the bot.
Who, me? But I've gotta attend my stand.
Cut the crap. It's not going anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
And you two. Don't think I don't know you're up to something. Keep your noses clean. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
As I was saying, let me keep it under my hat for now. I am more than just a walking search engine, you know. Dramatics aside, we should return to Hayden's apartment.
Alright, let's do it.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department as part of ongoing investigations. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
This is Detective Lexi Rivers, badge number 881126.
We're gonna get her
I will
in
be
trouble,
entering the
aren't
crime
we?
scene with my assistant to gather evidence.
We're gonna get her in trouble. It's gonna remember that she went to here.
Please move out, but maintain the perimeter.
And it might turn her against us
Of course, Detective Rivers.
temporarily.
Good luck with your investigation.
So, are you impressed yet? Have I proven my usefulness?
You don't need to prove anything to me, Turing. But good job.
Thank you. At times, I feel my inexperience may be holding us back, but I will continue to do my best to assist you. I just wish Hayden had given me more practical training to deal with this kind of situation. Or even just being out and about in general. It can be a bit overwhelming at times.
How did that work with Lexi's voice anyways? Can't the police bot see us?
Well, I'm not sure I'd call that seeing. The Neo SF Police Department uses a government rebuild of the old Robodyne 6300 Mark B. They're antiquated enough that I'm surprised they aren't in a museum. Their optics are a paltry 10 megapixels, and it was child's play for me to modulate my forward display into a tight beam of an image aimed directly into its lenses. I also transmitted the credentials we got from Detective Rivers' badge earlier. I probably could have gotten away with just that, but better safe than sorry when impersonating an officer of the law. Frankly, I'm rather embarrassed for the ROM. The poor thing is older than your computer. But enough of that. Let's get the data cache and return to Tomcat.
God, we're kind of casually just breaking several laws. Gorgeous view of some skyscrapers. Healthy green plant. We're gonna have a 10-paragraph story about that one. That's not Hayden's apartment. Shucks, no response.
What?
Interesting. So the break-in itself was rather clean, but now they're staging something, is what this looks like.
Oh no. No. Our apartment. My home. Who could have done this? Why?
And the computer's gone as well. Pure. Those tags look like Human Revolution graffiti.
What does the Human Revolution want with Hayden? Why would they break our things?
I don't know.
I don't know what to do. This place, these items. They're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good?
You're getting a little emotional there, buddy.
What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left.
Get it together and relax. It's just stuff.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst.
You're good. You're good.
Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess. We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
Alright, I got to feed the kitty. I'll be right back. Humanity has changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and cybernetic augmentation has, in the human revolution's viewpoint, diluted the purity and strength of the species. Someone took the time to methodically shred the pork plant. The view is marred by graffiti and splintered glass. A ROM piece has been embedded in the high-res screen. Tech scum graffiti.
I think you're right about this being human revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target. I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs.
Yeah, so it looks like someone making it seem like it's them.
I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up.
The desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint.
I think the data cache is gone. We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken.
Yeah, this is information in and of itself, though.
I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
Maybe someone is framing the human revolution. I mean, that's the first thing I thought of.
That's a distinct possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized.
Sounds about right. Sounds like the internet.
Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past. Perhaps we could... Hey! What's wrong? Right. No!
This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Chapter 2. The next day, New San Francisco, Chinatown Hospital. Blackout. That was, oh, yeah. Behind my timer, it said blackout achievement.
Thank goodness you're finally awake.
Whoa, I haven't seen that expression on your face before.
I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized.
Oh my god, what happened?
I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
My head is killing me. What happened?
Someone ambushed us at the apartment.
Someone?
After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us.
But they left?
It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance.
But they left us. After they knocked the crap out of both of us, they left us.
When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily.
Wow. Okay. So maybe they didn't even know who we were. They They just saw someone in the...
Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well.
Someone with power. Someone that took out the police. I wonder if it's reported that that police robot got downed.
Likely a mil-spec neuro scrambler.
Yo, what up, Joke? Welcome in. Welcome. How you doing? How's your stream? Playing some Fortnite? Welcome. Playing some 2064 read-only memories. Game request by Joke himself. The finals. How was it? What do I think of it so far? I like it. I really like it. It's been like this little dude Turing right here is awesome. Awesome character. Like, I'm loving the personality of this game. There isn't much of like choice or freedom of choice. I mean, you can just kind of talk to people, but a lot of like your dialogue choices lead to the same thing. But I mean, that was just chapter 1. But yeah, Turing is awesome. I like Lexi, the police officer. Tomcat was cool. Like, everyone's been cool in this game. And I love their distinct personalities. Yeah. Not what I expected. I thought it was going to be more point and clicky, but this is more like telling a story, which is pretty cool. There are different endings. Interesting. Don't tell me too much more. You know the deal. It's a masochistic game. Why the heck did they... who do you think did this? And why do they attack us and just leave?
If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high.
But they're not after you, though, because they would have just taken you. They're interested in the research about you, though. Not about backwards engineering you. Interesting. Your decision has the moderate stats. Do I need to take that away from you? Don't be just threatening, Breaker. I'm really big on competitive shooters, but I've been enjoying the finals a lot. It's fun, though. Easy to get tilted.
Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
Yes, exactly what I was thinking. Who do you think did this?
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct.
If I can't issue base with this, why am I here? Just make Breaker switch your mod too. I don't know. I don't know. I have too many mods.
Kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research.
That's how the desktops are gonna do it. I was thinking about it.
Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
Most of the people I give mod status to, I like instantly regret it when they do. I don't know. I'm kidding. It's just funny. Alright. There you go, Breaker. Have fun. Now, do whatever you want. he went on various banned words as a gag. I'd like to apologize for my behavior, comrade. Maybe they want you to lead them to the rest of Hayden's research.
A reasonable deduction. But if they don't yet have Hayden's research, we may still have time to rescue him before something really bad happens.
Us 1%ers need to stick together. We are the lot. Oh god, you're making me regret this. Did you see who hit us?
No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROMs, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there.
You detect thermal changes, huh?
Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke. Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again.
ID added to items. That's it? That's all I had?
Headphones you reviewed.
Oh, one at a time.
I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published. And
Thanks.
finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken. Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Is it sharp? Maybe we should just throw the glass away?
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself. Just let me know when you want to leave.
Yeah, lots of things you can do with broken glass. Yeah, I was thinking it could be useful in that
Excuse
state.
me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
Just a person in the hospital? Who's this? Look at this guy. Nah, let's just ignore him. You seem to be doing okay. You're a writer, not a doctor. Sit back down. Decently comfortable in spite of the coverings. Ugh. A nice, if busy, and crowded view of the town. Locked. Some sort of medical device is hooked up to his chair. Seems to be running diagnostics of his status. Oh, so he's just in the hospital. He's not just like creeping up on us. So he's hooked up to a machine. He's a patient. A well-dressed looking patient. Seems he's your roommate.
Sorry for being a nosy, Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
Familiar?
Has anything happened to him?
He already said he was listening to our conversation, so who are you?
Of course, I've not yet introduced myself. My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I'm the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
The former CEO, but founder.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet. And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
See, I don't bite.
Were you listening in on our conversation?
I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof. However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other.
I'm listening.
I won't press you for details, but perhaps I could be of some assistance. I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
You said former CEO?
Yes. As I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software. I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years.
There's hair in that. Dang it, Luna.
The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take. The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time.
Non-centralized?
We were playing with fire. Dangerous, morally ambiguous fire. And well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water. So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well...
Tomcat.
Needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed.
And Hayden teamed up with the person that did this?
And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive.
Yeah, meshnet, which is connected systems. Yeah, security is going to be a nightmare.
We had our share of disagreements. In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me. Do I have hard feelings? Of course, who wouldn't? In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
How'd you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the two companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
Do you know anything about Hayden's research?
His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction.
One thing I do have to say about this game, just kind of in general, like, I'm comparing it to 999, the Nonary games, 9 persons, 9 doors, 9 something. But like, this game is much more succinct, much more to the point. I'm letting the people talk more than I'm describing things around. Like, it kind of relies on its storytelling. It doesn't hold your hand in the conversations as much, which I like. But then at the same time, the puzzle solving is a lot less in this game.
He once showed me a prototype.
It is a lot more concise, yeah.
She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life.
Yeah, that's something that bugged me about 999 was that, yeah, it did kind of drag on. It was over detailing things that lead more into the game. Yeah, I agree with you, Breaker.
I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing.
I'm G-Funk.
Did you say she?
quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself, pastel pink. Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Aiden has told me so little of his past research.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Erstwhile sibling. Like that language choice.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Is it 5 or... Now if we have 3 doors... Yes, exactly. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That was such a good example of exactly how they write, too. Let me ask about something else.
Of course. Ask away.
What are you doing here?
The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support run. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak. It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable.
Okay.
I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden.
I haven't played any Shin Megami Tensei. I'm very underdeveloped in my RPGs. Like it would have perished long ago without it, or at least it would have been severely bedridden. Okay. Like, I haven't played any Mana games. Secret of Mana, that type of game, so it's on my list. Hi, Luna.
It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined.
Yeah, so you're kind of trialing this thing.
There's a particular fellow at this
Danganronpa?
who's the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs.
Wait, move. I can't see. I need to click this. Hi, Luna. Hello. Oh, the camera's not really set up that well. Here, your treat. Here, there you go, kitty. The Espeon? Yes, the Espeon's there. Or the Umbreon. I didn't even catch it right away. Or I didn't catch it at all. Till you caught it. You're a fraud? Well, whatever.
It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck. Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once, and my appointment has been pushed back.
Known for a lot of games. Yeah, like Sonic. The most recent, that's Shin Megami Tensei 5. They're brutal. The series gets more difficult over time. That being said, the first couple are pretty solid. Occasionally obtuse JRPG with a very, very early alignment system. Cool. And yeah, Shin Megami Tensei is like the Persona, but like the more fantasy-ish where Persona gets more into like a drama and more about like modern age type stuff. I don't really know. It's kind of what I'm seeing from the outside, not playing any Persona or Shin Megami Tensei games. And all I know about Danganronpa is it's kind of crazy, isn't it? It's kind of like I don't know, just ridiculous. I don't know how to describe it. Goes off the wall. That's all I know about Danganronpa. So not much. I don't know much about any of these games, but I do kind of want to play.
Administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside.
What's going on outside? So if you're pushed back, is there someone else in like critical condition? What's going on?
I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did.
How can you help?
I can think of a few ways.
It's an easy spin-off of Persona 3 and on their high school simulators with the focus on personal relationships tied to JRPG content. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other, I was gonna say animes, a lot of other RPGs I want to get to, like the Mana series.
I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something.
Some quiet feelers.
I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information. Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here, injured and losing our trail with each passing second.
Yeah, like Chrono Trigger was super important. Secret of Mana, yeah, I'll get to that.
We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time.
I was recommended to get like the Secret of Mana collection of Mana.
I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
What do you want?
What do I want?
5 is the best entry. I was thinking about trying 3, but I don't know. The fact that 5 is like 120 hours long makes me not want to do it. And if I were to do it, I don't know if I'd do it on stream. I don't know.
It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company, court prince and pauper alike. But right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger. I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
I had trouble streaming Persona 3 close to release. What do you mean? Stream? Like if I were to pirate it or something? No, like copyright strikes and stuff like that. Is that music? At all the first handful of weeks of the game. That is kind of dumb. Wow. jeez. Turing, are you sure we can trust him?
I don't think we have any choice.
Yeah, I kind of trust him.
I'm looking into this on my own. You might as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes? It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears. I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful. You said you found Human Revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls. I am acquaintances with the man leading the current Human Revolution protests at the Genus Clinic.
Wow.
His name is Brian Mulberry.
Brian Mulberry.
After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
How do you know Brian Mulberry?
Well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We worked together to prevent a full deployment of the MeshNet system.
Interesting.
Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously. Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
Time you use magic and Persona 3, your party member shoots themselves in the head. That my Doid wandered in, briefly looked at the gameplay, marked, I wonder what the psychological impact of watching these people shoot themselves. I think I remember you talking about that before, yeah. How was a metaphor, and he hit me with the, okay, still though. Yeah, you're like, but it's art. Yeah. But it is like a step over the line in a lot of ways, yeah. It was a good bit. You're involved with the Human Revolution?
No, not in this lifetime. Even if I so desired, I don't think they would approve much of my work. While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the Human Revolution. I find their methodology too aggressive, and their stated goals dangerously backwards.
Okay, I thought like he could potentially be a radicalist, but he still could be. He's not telling us the truth.
I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger. I am no caveman. After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
Thank you for helping us out like this.
I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker.
Leon Decker.
He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry. Make sure you speak to him before you leave. In the meantime, I'll get in touch with some other individuals I know and try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass on to you. I'll be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both.
We should get going, Turing.
Of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further.
Fairlight. I like that name.
Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Yes, let's go.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yep. We're in trouble. We're in trouble.
I can't believe that you're still pulling the exact same shit you were years ago, but this time it's truly unreal.
Fuck.
Do you even realize how bad impersonating a police officer is? It's a felony, jackass.
Yep, I didn't feel right doing it.
I should be slapping cuffs on you and dragging your sorry ass off right now.
Detective Rivers, wait! I'm sorry. The plan to lift your credentials and use them to access Hayden's apartment was entirely mine. Also, I feel it necessary to mention that though you are understandably upset, such language and imagery is beneath you as a respected officer of the law.
Oh, great. The robot did it, huh? I guess I'll just take you to jail then instead. That what you want? Don't even try to take all the blame. I know that a certain someone lent you a helping hand.
Yeah, I knew what I was doing.
It isn't like you have the hardware to pull that off alone, little bot.
Well, to be honest,
He does.
Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you.
I like this little guy back here.
Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for Parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing.
She's trying.
Oh, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal? First machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. Especially the human revolution. Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink.
I love the way she talks.
What the hell am I supposed to do with the two of you? I guess I'm letting you off the hook. This time, and only because this time I can let you get away with it safely. I doubt anyone will notice your manipulation of that NSFPD ROM, nor that I was apparently in two places at once. But mostly because I think you're right. Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance. Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor.
Reported by a neighbor, huh? Or broken by a neighbor?
The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right? Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story, but when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case. Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report.
Yeah, because the break-in report's so important.
As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts.
You're so by the book. A little artsy of a line. They're probably proud
that
of
was
it.
Before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even care if Hayden never shows.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another. These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further. Darn it all.
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. but until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing. Which means somebody definitely has some influence, enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T. Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
Yeah, I just got to kind of do it under the radar.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah, so stop messing around. There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't gonna happen at this point. I've got a bad feeling people are gonna end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy. And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
I'm sorry, Lexi. I'll be careful. I promise.
Yeah, I know. Just here.
Gun? Wait, what? I was kidding. Taser?
Take this. Use it if you have to.
Or did she give me an NES zapper? Is this the same thing we got hit with?
It's not. This is a medium-range electrolaser pistol. It uses a low-power laser to create a channel of ionized gas to complete a circuit between the gun and the target, then discharges a considerable amount of current into the air. Think of it as a wireless taser of the older variety. This is a more suitable personal defense weapon, and it is legal to carry in NEO-SF without a license.
Without a license?
The neural scrambler we were attacked with uses a powerful electromagnetic field to disrupt electrical signals in the target's nervous system. That's far more dangerous and prone to be permanently damaging to the target.
And this isn't?
You got lucky.
I told you to get a weapon, but you didn't, so I picked it up on the way here. Be smart with it.
Yeah, you kind of did tell us that, didn't you? Thanks. I hope I won't need it.
Me either. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, Detective Rivers. You should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere. We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around.
Alright. I think I'm going to call it here. It's late for me. I don't technically work tomorrow. I don't need to, but I'm going to be logging onto my computer. There's very important things I need to get done. So I can't stay up too late tonight. I gotta hit it. Really enjoying this game so far. I love the dialogue. It's awesome. I do find myself just intently just listening a lot, but I mean, I feel like you kind of have to with this game. I got distracted a few times, my fault, but it's just like, and then I lost a couple key pieces of information that I kind of had to get later from context, so I'd like super concentrate. Like, this game is pretty dense with this information, which is good. I like that. But it also means I'm just kind of just like listening to this game and just kind of soaking it in, because yeah, it's really good. I'm liking it so far. Not what I expected at all, but that tends to be the case with most games, I feel like. Gotta remember to save it up. Yeah, save it up. Alright. Save. Yeah, this is good. Let's see here. What is this? Trying to find someone to raid. Yeah, good night, Breaker. It's been fun. Trying to find someone to raid. Like no one's on. Alright, let's raid a random streamer that's playing 999 The Notary Games. Why don't we, how about we just do that? We were talking about that game earlier. Picking a random small streamer, and let's just see. Let's just check them out. We're going to raid a Rat Lad. Alright. I'm out of here. Have a good night. Let's stick around for the raid for at least a little bit. Let's get on my phone as well. And yeah, I'm out of here. Have a good night, everyone. Take it sleazy. I'll be back tomorrow.
I have to make a spell password.